Hello, hello, hello. This is Coach Kemi. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I look forward to serving you. This is video 5 of 21, my birthday series, and we're looking at this subject, is thinking a law? Is thinking a law? And if so, how does it work? How do you use it? Is thinking really a law? And if it is, how does it work? How do I make sure I don't think negatively? How do I make sure what I'm thinking is what I should be thinking? All right, let's dive into it because I'm going to show you how to use your thoughts so that they work for you positively all of the time. First of all, let's look at some definitions. I got some definitions from the internet. One of them is a law is a set of rules and regulations which is enforceable and made by legislature to control and regulate the conduct of people. Enforceable, it's a law, is rules and regulates, it's enforceable, is made by legislature, and is made to control and regulate the conduct of people. The conduct of people. My conduct, yours. All right. Control it, regulate it. Now, what is legislature? Legislature is a person who has power to make law. So there are people who have the power to make law, and they sit together, they hold it together, they create the policies, the laws, and whatever, and they put it out there for their nation. Now, from Easy Law, again on YouTube, EZEE, I got this other definition of law. Law is a rule of conduct which is recognized and enforced by sovereign authority to maintain peace or order in the society. So it's a rule of conduct, and we recognize it. And it's enforced by sovereign authority, the main authority, the only authority of that nation. When you think about God, one of his names is sovereign God. So he also put laws in the world, and he's sovereign. So he's the sovereign authority of the universe. Why? To maintain peace and order in society. Everybody wants to be at peace. Everybody wants order. You don't want things jumbled up, chaotic. So the laws exist to help us live a great life, period. Laws exist to help us live a great life. And as I'm saying this, I want you to think of laws, cosmic laws, laws in the world, in the universe, in the cosmos, in the atmosphere. You know, they are meant for us to live a great life. Now, there are a few other definitions of law from a few philosophers. I think there are 3 or 4 I have here. One of them is John Austin. John Austin says law is a command from sovereign person or body in the political society to a member or members of society. Law is a command. So law is also a command from sovereign person or body in the political society to a member or members of society. So we know if something is a command, is meant to be obeyed. You're not meant to argue with law, you just obey it. Now, also, Hans Kelsen says that law is a normative science. It makes everything work normally, move. This is our norm. This is the way things work. This is our norm. And, you know, we drive on this side of the road going, and we drive on this side of the road coming. If there was no law there would be chaos, complete chaos. You never get home. You never get where you are going. So law keeps things in order. Holland says law is a general rule of external human action enforced by sovereign political authority. Again, it is enforced. It's a rule of external human action enforced by sovereign political authority. And John Salmon says, law is the body of principles recognized and applied by the state in the administration of justice. Law is good for administration of justice. It's a body of principles. And as you know, principles do what principles say. Principles don't care about whether you know about them or not. Principles will always act the way principles ought to act. All right. So let's look at the object of law. Why should we have, what's the point? there are 6 points Easy Law wrote here. 1, to maintain order, and we've seen that in our definitions. 2, to resolve disputes. 3, to establish standards. To establish standards. So when we know this is the way things work, this is the standard, we're going to go that way. 4, to protect liberties. So nobody can say, no, we can't talk. No, there's a law that says it's free speech. We can speak. Protect, so that liberty is protected. 5, to promote social justice. So if someone does something wrong to you, there are laws that will promote social justice where you are concerned in the society, so that things go well. And number 6, to collect general revenue. So there are laws how to earn money, how to make money, and that sort of thing. Now, who is the legislature when it comes to thoughts and how it works? I said, is thought law? Is thinking a law? God is the sovereign legislature when it comes to thinking. Now, because nobody created me and you to think, we think because that's how we were created as humans. Now, since God is spirit and he made laws, that means laws are also spiritual. Now, you can't see God, he's spirit. So whatever he creates is also encoded with his spirit. So he made spiritual laws. And so a thought is a spiritual law, in my opinion, because I can't see it, I can't touch it. When I think, you can't see, you can't touch it. When you think, you can't see it, you can't touch it. Not physically. It's a spiritual thing to think. So thoughts, which are spiritual, work spiritually. So when you think, you move mountains if you want to. You change matters. I mean, there are times when I'm in complete control of my thinking. I am focused on it, like this is how it's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. And it happens exactly that way. I cannot tell you when, but it happens. Just because I'm keeping the thought. Now, how laws work? Laws work like water, they work like rain. So let me explain that to you. I got that concept from Psalm 119. In Psalm 119, various words for law are used. Law, statute, commandment, precept, testimony, rules, the word. So, and when I looked up the meaning of law, like I keep your laws, I keep your commandments, I keep your precepts, what does that mean? And I saw rain in the Hebrew. I saw Greek in the Strong's Concordance. I thought, what? And as I was reading it, I was thinking on it, I thought, oh my goodness, a law works, period. It's always flowing. The law of gravity is always flowing. You go to the top of a house, you want to jump down from the roof, the law of gravity will work. Whether you jump or not, the law of gravity is working, just like rain, just like water. The water in the ocean is the water in the ocean. It's going to keep moving, whether you go there or not, you swim in it or not, you're on a ship or not, totally irrelevant. It will keep working. So laws keep moving, laws keep working. So that means the law of thinking, of thought, you must know it for it to benefit you. So whether you like it or not, a law will work and it will operate with mathematical and mechanical precision. I got that from Reverend Lee Wallach. Laws are no respecter of persons. So whether you know about it or not, well, if you want to remain ignorant, you can, but hey, I suggest you know and you understand how laws work. So let us consider one of the laws of thought. Proverbs 23 verse 7b says, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Now, if you read from verse 1, it talks about a wealthy man who invites you to eat. And he says, look, if you really like food and like eating, put a knife to your throat so that you don't keep eating. Because when he says, oh, just take as much as you like, eat what you like, it doesn't really matter. You know, I don't mind. He doesn't mean it, because for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. It's not what, it doesn't mean, the scriptures don't say, for as he says with his mouth, so is he. Because people can say with their mouth, but they are lying. They don't mean what they're saying. But what that book of principles, that Bible, that holy book is telling us is, hey, is as a person thinks, that they are. Their character is a function of their thoughts. And since this is a law, one of the laws of thought is as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. You've got to take note of that. This law, for as a man thinks in his heart, so is he, is a rule, is a regulation, it's a principle. It will do what it says, and laws, therefore, are to be obeyed. If you disobey the law, for example, disobey the law of gravity, where whatever height you've jumped from, if you have not been practicing doing that, you're going to break. Or even if you've been practicing and you think you're going to go up instead of going down, no way, you're going to come down, because that's how the law of gravity works. So whatever you are thinking, for as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So I'm constantly asking myself, what do you want? Okay, that's what you think. If a stinking thought floats in, I said, that's not what I want. This is what I want. And I take my time and I think on it. Well, I hope this serves you. Remember to press the notification bell. Remember to subscribe so that you can keep getting beautiful stuff like this from me every single day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.